Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here today for another week of great information to help you build your business. My name is Nicole and I am an online business coach for introverts. If you've seen my videos before, you know I am an introvert as well. I love working with introverts. They are my people. So introverts, welcome. Extroverts, if you're here too, welcome. But I'm so excited to talk to you today about one of my favorite things on the planet, course creation and launching. So today we are specifically talking about 3 tips for a successful course launch. So I'm very excited to dive into that topic, but first I want you to take a second and go ahead and hit the subscribe button on here and subscribe to this YouTube channel. New videos come out every single Tuesday, and I always have great information available for you to help you grow and succeed in the online business world. You'll see lots of things on course creation, client attraction, introvert tips, time management, and so much more, whether it's already here or it's coming, depending on what time you are watching this video at. It's been so great to be launching this YouTube channel so far, and I can't wait to see it grow every single week thanks to wonderful people like you. So go ahead and take a break really quick and hit that subscribe button so then we will go ahead and get started. So 3 tips for a successful course launch. If you guys don't know, I run an academy called the Badass Course Creators Academy, and I help so many people launch their courses, launch their courses, and my method is usually a little bit different than some other people's, which helps make people stand out in a crowd a little more. But when I see people launching their first course, I just know how incredibly excited and even scared they can be. I mean, you're putting your knowledge out there for sale normally, and for a lot of people, a course is a first step towards creating an income in some sort of side hustle or building their business. So being able to launch this course can be scary, but also exciting at the same time. So they do all the work with building it, and then they finally open the doors. They're so excited about it and know it can help so many people. But then they're hit with a wave of crickets. Like, they've done all this work and built it and nothing. They're not hearing anything. So I like to provide people with 3 super important things to promote your course before and during the launch. So number 1, ask warm-up questions. So what are warm-up questions? They're kind of like feeler questions to see who's interested and what they need more information on. So this is a great way to see who's interested in your course topic and warm your audience up at the same time. Simply asking those questions relating to your course topic. An example from when I'm launching my course academy is, what has stopped you from creating your first course? People talk about time, fear, money, technology, not knowing what's going to sell, etc. So I get all those different objections basically, and then these questions always help me see exactly what my audience is struggling with when it comes to that course topic, and also provides a list of people who are interested in it right now, so you can start making a list of people to follow up with. If the people are taking their time to respond, they have some interest in the topic, unless they put, because I'm not interested. Every once in a while that happens. Don't take it offensively when it happens to you. I say when, not if, because at some point down the line, it's probably going to happen. There's those people out there, and it's totally fine. Just ignore them. But these people that are taking the time to comment, saying what they're struggling with, and answering these warm-up questions are people who have some interest in your topic. So the next thing from there, I normally reach out to them and be like, okay, well, can you explain a little further? You know, I want to hear more about those pain points that they have with the topic so that I can help them further. But I don't just ask the question and then leave it at there. When you ask those warm-up questions, you want to be responding to them. You want to be offering some insight and advice. You want to be giving them some feedback. You don't want to just be like, okay, cool, thanks. Like, that does nothing for nurturing them as a potential client. That does nothing for helping you figure out what they really need, because the fact of the matter is, when you are creating your course, it's normally going to be something that seems super easy for you. And so you're like, man, all of this is common sense, right? This part's common sense, this part's common sense. I don't need to explain that. But more often than not, you need to break it down and include those things, because that's a key element that someone is forgetting. Number 2 is host a live event. So hosting a live event like a masterclass or webinar is always really helpful so your ideal client can see what it's like to work with you, what your teaching style is, and what your personality is like. This is also a really great way to pitch your course as well, since people will already see how knowledgeable you are on the topic. Plus, having a Q&A is a great way to answer any of those questions hanging out there. Hello, one of the greatest ways to connect with people is through video. And I know as an introvert, it can be so unbelievably scary, so scary to start doing video. And it will take time and it will take practice, but that's the beauty of things. And I'm not saying you have to completely put your face out there. You can go ahead and do a screen recording and talk over your slides for your masterclass or webinar, whatever's going to work best for you at this time. But I do want you to branch out and do something like this because they get to connect with you, they get to see you, they get to experience what it's like. I'm sorry, but there have been times when I just can't stand someone's voice. And so I don't want to listen to hours of training with a voice that literally makes me want to die a little. So being able to experience those things before they invest is huge. Huge, huge, huge. This through YouTube. You're able to see what it's like, what my personality style is like, that I trip over my words more often than not, that I talk fast, that I love working with introverts. You're able to see what my personality is like a little bit so that you can see if you would be a good fit to work with me, if you'd like to learn more from me, anything along those lines. So hosting some sort of live event is huge. And then of course, number 3 is following up. If you aren't following up with people who vote on your polls, answer the questions, ask you questions, or even RSVP to your live event, you are leaving money on the table. This can be a strenuous process. I'm not gonna lie, don't think that this is super easy and that, everyone's just chatting you up. Sometimes it's a little strenuous and it's a little tedious and you're just having to take the time to do it. But the follow-up is where you can make the biggest impact one-on-one and make the most sales. So be sure you're following up with every single person you can. Normally, what I'm doing is I'm following up with those people who've answered the questions, the warm-up questions, seeing where I can help them. Then, as I've been talking to them and building that relationship, I'm inviting them to the live event. Saying, hey, I'm having this masterclass or webinar. I think you'd really love it. I think it would benefit you. If you have any questions or anything else that I could include on it as well, because then you're getting more things to go over on your masterclass or webinar, let me know. Get them signed up. You'll have other people sign up that maybe you haven't talked to, and setting those reminder emails for when the webinar or masterclass is, and then following up with people afterwards. So, hey, did you get a chance to check out the webinar or masterclass? What did you think? Do you have any questions? Things like that. And when I do a masterclass or webinar, sometimes it's just live on my Facebook page. Like, it doesn't have to be some, super elaborate, extensive thing at all. Just make it your own. Do what you want with what you have. It doesn't need to include a ton of technology. You don't need to spend a ton of money. You don't need to spend any money, really. So do what you can with what you have and make it simple for you. It doesn't need to be a process that stresses you out. If people comment on the live from the webinar, I will, answer their questions as we're going. And then afterwards, in a day or two, I will message those people directly who commented on the live on my page, providing even more opportunities for me to connect with them one-on-one and potentially make more sales and have more clients who I love and love the information that I am providing them. So do not leave the follow-up out of it. It makes a huge, huge difference. Trust me. Yes, it can be a process that takes time, but the time is worth it. So yes, those are your 3 tips for a successful course launch. If you want more information on courses, in the video description below, I will be including a link to my 5-day Badass Course Creator Challenge that is free that you can sign up for today. I'll also be providing the link to the Badass Course Creator Academy, which is on sale for like over 95% off. So go check that out in the description below. The link will be down there. Crazy good price. Also be sure to join the Badass Business Introverts Facebook group. I would love to see you there. I've got lots of beautiful faces coming from YouTube over to there to hang out as well. And of course, like I mentioned at the beginning, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can see more new content coming to you every single Tuesday. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.